Hello, this is Simran. A very warm welcome to all of you in my channel The Recipe Hut. For this holiday season, let's make these super cute hot chocolate bombs. Please make sure you watch this video till the end. A very special guest will be sharing some pro tips with you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get an update when I upload a new recipe. To make these, I'll be using 2 cups of white chocolate wafers and 2 cups of milk chocolate wafers. If you want, you can also use dark chocolate instead. And I've taken the Merkins brand because I personally find the taste of these a lot better. But feel free to use any brand of your choice. Homemade hot cocoa mix. I'll also be adding the link on how to make it in the description box for your reference. Mini marshmallows, and I've taken 2 types of silicone molds. The first one is Christmas themed mold and the second one is a regular hot chocolate bomb mold. I'll be adding the links where to buy these from in the description box. If you want, you can check them out. Let's start by melting our chocolate. You can either melt it on the stove top or instant pot using a double boiler method, or you can microwave it. To melt the chocolate in an instant pot, turn the instant pot on saute mode, add approximately 2 cups of water. On that, place a big bowl. Please make sure that you take a bigger bowl than the inner pot, otherwise your bowl can get stuck. Add the chocolate wafers. In some time, you will notice that the water has started to boil, and because of the heat, the wafers will start to melt. I'm using compound chocolate, but just in case you are using chocolate, the temperature of the chocolate should remain between 86 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Because in case of chocolate, if the temperature goes above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, it will lose its tempering and you'll have to retemper it, otherwise it will not set. So just to avoid it, make sure that your temperature does not go above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And for milk chocolate and white chocolate, the temperature of the chocolate should remain below 87 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see that the chocolate wafers have started to melt. We'll just let it melt for a few more seconds. Once the chocolate wafers have melted completely, carefully remove the bowl from the instant pot. In the silicone mold, add some melted chocolate. Spread it evenly. Similar manner, we'll be applying the chocolate in all the cavities. But one very important thing to keep in mind is that the chocolate layer you're applying should be very nice and thin. Because if it is too thick, what will happen is when you pour the hot milk, you'll not be able to get the exploding effect. So what we'll do is we'll apply a thin coat of chocolate and then we'll put it in the refrigerator for approximately 10 minutes and then take it out and apply a second coat to it. After applying the chocolate in all the cavities, let's keep it in the refrigerator for approximately 10 minutes. It's been some time, we've taken it out from the refrigerator and you can see that the chocolate is nice and set. Time to apply the second coat. A pro tip, make sure there is enough chocolate on the edges, because if the chocolate layer on the edge is thin, then what can happen is when you try to take out the chocolate from the mold, it can crack from the sides. To avoid this, make sure you have chocolate spread evenly throughout. We've applied the second layer of coating and once again we'll keep it in the fridge and let it set. Meanwhile, let's melt white chocolate wafers. This time I'm going to use a microwave. We need to microwave it at maximum power for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, take the bowl out and now we need to give it a good mix. You can see that the chocolate wafers have started to melt. Now once again we'll put it back in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds. We've microwaved it for 15 seconds and this time you can see that it is pretty much melted. We'll just keep mixing it and whatever chunks are there will also dissolve. So after mixing it for a few seconds, you can see that the chocolate wafers have melted completely and it is nice and smooth. Time to pour it in a mold. Spread the white chocolate evenly throughout and make sure it's a thin layer. Similar manner, we'll be covering all the cavities with white chocolate. Once we've covered all the cavities with the white chocolate, we will keep this also in the refrigerator for approximately 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we'll take it out from the refrigerator and apply the second layer of chocolate. This time I'm using a brush to apply the layer of the chocolate because with the brush it's slightly easier to keep the layer thin. But if you don't have it, you can just use a spoon or a spatula. That also works just fine. Once you've applied the second layer of chocolate to all the cavities, we'll once again keep it in the fridge and let it set. Meanwhile, let's set the chocolate in our Christmas silicone mold. Pour some chocolate and spread it evenly with the help of a brush. For these, you'll have to make sure that the chocolate reaches all the cavities and the little grooves. Using a brush for these type of molds is really helpful because it will ensure that you're able to apply a layer of chocolate on all the small grooves. After applying a layer of chocolate, we will keep this also in the refrigerator for some time. And after 10 to 12 minutes, take it out, apply the second layer of chocolate, and once again make sure that you coat it nice and even. Once we've applied the second coat also, we'll again keep it back in the fridge and let it set. Now let's release the milk chocolate hemispheres from the first mold, and you can see that it is nice and set. But you'll have to do this step very gently because these are really delicate. To take this out, you can see that I'm first releasing the edges and making sure that it's not sticking on the sides. And once the edges are released, we'll push it from the center and it'll pop right out. Similarly, take out the white chocolate hemispheres. Release the edges first and then push it from the center, and you can see it popped right out. We'll take out all the hemispheres in the similar manner. After taking out all the chocolate hemispheres, time to assemble it. Add approximately 1 tablespoon of the hot cocoa powder. This is a fun way to involve kids also, and my kids were waiting very eagerly for this step. Adding some mini marshmallows. You can add as many as you like. It's time to close the chocolate hemispheres and make our hot chocolate bombs. For that, I've microwaved this dish for approximately a minute. On this hot dish, place the other chocolate half, rotate it a bit, let the edges melt slightly, and then place this on the other half. Similarly, do the second one. With a clean kitchen towel, wipe the plate. Now let's cover the milk chocolate bombs. A pro tip, when you are melting the edges of the chocolate hemisphere, do not put it on the plate for too long because then what will happen is if you stick it on the other half, it will not look like a complete sphere. So you have to be very quick when you do this step. If you see any gaps in the joint of the hot chocolate bomb, you can apply a little bit of chocolate because you do not want the drinking chocolate to be spilling out from those gaps. You can also apply the chocolate with the help of a brush. Let's assemble our holiday season chocolate bombs. For that, I have my 2 little helpers back with me. Add hot cocoa mix. And then the mini marshmallows. After adding all the marshmallows, to cover these, we'll be pouring some melted chocolate. One suggestion, we added the hot cocoa mix first and then the marshmallows, but it would be better if you add the marshmallows first and then the hot cocoa mix. That will ensure that the marshmallows don't stick to the melted chocolate. If you want, with the help of a knife, you can flatten the edges slightly. we'll transfer these hot chocolate bombs back in the fridge for a few minutes. These hot chocolate bombs are also ready. You can see they're all set. Again, I'm just releasing it from the edges first, and then we'll push it from the center, and you can see that it just pops right out. Similarly, we'll take out all the shapes. Time to decorate our hot chocolate bombs. On the white chocolate bombs, I'm drizzling some milk chocolate. On the milk chocolate bombs, I'm drizzling some melted white chocolate. These holiday season Christmas bombs also are so fun to make. If you want, you can also add a little bit of color to the white chocolate and then apply it on the hot chocolate bombs. Adding some melted chocolate to the snowflake. And now we are sprinkling some blue sanding sugar and dusting off the excess. Similarly, adding some white chocolate on Santa's hat and then sprinkling some red sanding sugar and then dusted off the excess. Similarly, did the gift and the stocking. Our hot chocolate bombs are ready. Don't they look super cute? And it was so fun to make them. And here is a regular hot chocolate bomb. On this also I applied a little bit of crushed candy cane and some sprinkles to give it a festive feel. To gift these hot chocolate bombs, in a gift box, add some shredded paper, add your hot chocolate bombs, and this holiday season this will be a great gift to give to your friends and family. Now my little chef is eager to share some pro tips with all of you, so here it goes.
Time to test a hot chocolate bomb. Okay, so make sure your parents pours the milk. The milk's really hot. You don't want to get burned. And it has to be hot. It won't work if it's not hot. Trust me. No. It's hot. Hot chocolate, guys. I love hot chocolate. And we're going to start with a candy cane, but it's your option. You don't really have to start with a candy cane. We just want to. Just need to make it more Christmassy because Christmas is almost coming.
Thumbs up if you've liked the video. Do give these hot chocolate bombs a try. And if you try it, do not forget to tell us in the comments how it turned out for you. Happy holidays and thanks for watching.